Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID, so please reach out to us and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you.
So what is Gradle? So again, just like Maven, it's a build tool. Okay, this is something which we have discussed yesterday also. What is build tool? Why do we need it in Maven section? So I'll not repeat the same thing. We have so many build tools. One of the other tools which we have a Gradle. Now, why we are learning that is important. We are learning because Gradle is the most recent and latest tool in the build tool category. So if you look at this here, that how the evolution has happened. So earlier we were using make files. Okay, I don't know how many of you have worked with that. After that we use and after that we use Maven, and then now Gradle. This is the open source category of build tool. Now here in the .NET category we use makefile, and then we directly migrated to an and then now we are using MS Build. Okay, so these are the something evolutions which we have. Now you know what, except Maven. Okay, I'm not talking the Gradle right now. Maven, this and makefile and MS Build, all these are what do you say, I miss this word, uh, mm, see, declarative. Declarative. And whereas Maven is procedural. Now you'll think about it. What is a procedural? The spelling mistake, please ignore it. So what is procedural and what is declarative? So let me put it in this way. When I ask you to automate the build automations, so you have to develop your own logic to write a script. Okay, everyone has to do that. So that your own logic is called declarative. I mean, that means in a makefile and MS build and all, you declare it, your own logic. So let's say if I automate the build process and if you automate the build process, both will be having different code altogether. So you declare it your own logic, you design your own code and like that. Are you able to understand that, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now in the procedural, what happened yesterday, you saw that we don't do anything, we don't write any script, we just follow that skeleton, we follow the guidelines, we follow the process, okay, and procedures, and build is happening, test was happening, packaging was happening. I did not do anything, you saw that yesterday. I just understood that what is a life cycle, what is a phase, what is a goal, what is a group ID, what is artifact ID, how to install a Maven, how to create a project, and how to start coding, and how to build it. Everything was automated. So that is called procedure. Are you able to understand that? That means in this whole tool sets, You have everything is declarative, but Maven was procedure, so because it was able to automate everything. Make sense, all of you? Hello?
Sir, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now Gradle is both. That means here in Gradle, you can write your own logic also that Gradle allows you, and you can follow the procedures. So that means fully automated. Both is possible. So it's a build to written in Groovy, okay, written in Java and around Groovy, okay. Now it's again open source tool, and because it's open source, free to use, free to modify, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Okay, so that is something which we do. Now here, next questions you will have in your mind: how to install it. So installation, I think there should not be any struggling as such. First thing, you have to have a Java install 11 plus and Java home is set it up. That's all. That's a prerequisite because this is developed in Java, right? And now Groovy is a DSL scripting language for Java. Okay, so you have to, by the way, Groovy you have to learn for many other purpose also. For example, if you are writing the Jenkins pipeline, okay, in that you have a requirement for Groovy scripting. Or if you in a Gradle also you have a requirement for Groovy scripting if you want to customize something. So many use cases are there. Okay, so that is the one thing. And second thing, very simple: download, extract, and download, extract, and set in the path. That's all. I hope you understood this statement. So you have to download that Gradle download, Gradle download. Here it is. And from where we'll download. So I don't think so. This is the right URL. Here it is, maybe. See here, download. This is the file, zip file or whatever it is. Download it, and after that, extract it at some location. So in my favorite locations, you know that probably. My favorite location is C, tools, uh, Gradle. That's all. This is the extracted version of the Gradle package. Now this into set in the path. That's all. Path variable. Let me show you. I've already done in this laptop. So environment variable, path, edit. Here it is. Understood, all of you? How do we install it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how do we validate? I mean, how do we verify whether installation is good or not? So go to my workspace. I'll create one directory, Gradle, and this is the one. Command line, and just type Gradle. That's all. Okay. That's all. So if Gradle is not installed, you will see that command not found, but actually I have not seen that command. That means it has detected. Correct now? All of you?
Yep.
Quick question.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Installing Java all the time when we want to install our build. For instance, if we install Java for Maven yesterday, do we have to do the same thing before we download the Gradle?
Yes, see, I'll put it in very simple way. Any application which is developed in Java, okay, any applications, okay, for that you required a JRE. Mind it, there is a JRE. Okay. So what is a JRE? So JRE means Java Runtime Environment. So for any applications which is developed in Java, for that you need to install JRE and set the path. But here in this case, Maven and Gradle, because you are not only running the application, you are also developing application. You are compiling actually. You are packaging it. So for that, you need a JDK, Java Development Kit, which has JRE plus development kit. Okay. Now, from this is a common for every Java based applications. If you install JDK, superb. But if you want to run only JRE, I mean application, then JRE. But because we are a DevOps engineer, we need to know, we want to run also, and same time you want to develop also. So in that case, you need a JDK. Now JDK, you will get it from where? So there's one Oracle website, you will find it. The version you start with the V11, okay, version, and right now I think 18 is there or 19, something like that. Okay, I need to check. So you can get it from that, but I hate this place. Why? Because you have to register, you have to log in, you have to download, file size is too big, and I get frustrated in the training session. So my favorite place, which I will show you, is Java install DevOps code, and I'll go to this website. And here, if I go to the website, here all these Java packages I have documented it, and my favorite place is this one. Okay, so what exactly you will find it? So here you will find the Java version which is openly available for everyone without any license agreement, this that. So see that here. So you can download for Windows, Mac, Linux, and all stuff like that. Arc or AMD, all this architecture you can download. So I need 11, right? So here you have this the one. See. So get it from here. It was just 150 MB plus or something. So saving time. So this is what I have done it. Got it?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so the Gradle is also installed, and you see that it took some time to get me that output, but yeah, build is successful. That is not a build exactly, just to verify Gradle is there or not. So let me see the which version of Gradle is there. I think 6, I guess 1.6 or something. So yeah, so you will have a versions also. Now next question is how to get started. Okay, so when you ask me how to get started, then I'll ask you, hey, do you want declarative or procedural? So remember that in a declarative, you have to write your script. In procedural, you don't have to write your script. That is the advantage. Means in procedural, they will write a script for you. Just you have to follow some of the widgets. And declarative, you have to write your own logic. So first I'll teach you how to write your own code. Then I'll teach you how to enjoy the automation. Will that be okay? All of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So version is 6.0. Mine is little older, okay, but yeah, you can install it latest one also. So see here, Kotlin, Groovy, and JVM operating system. Okay, so now the question is how do we get started? So here in the declarative and in fact procedurals also, the script which is getting stored in build.gradle. So guys, this is a build.gradle. So I'll correlate so you'll have a little bit more visibility. In and the build file we call it a build.xml. In form what we call it, I forgot actually. Anyone remember?
Form.xml, yeah.
Form.xml, wonderful. And then in Gradle we call it a build.gradle. Yes. Now this is ms build also default dot ms build. Okay, this is the one something which you can call it. In terms of setting.xml, so here you can keep it anything. Setting.xml, here also setting.xml, and here this will configure your build tool. Build.gradle setting.gradle. Okay, and this I'm not able to recall this ms build. I need to check. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, so now how to get started? So you have to write a build.gradle. How do we write that? I'll teach you. So let me write a build.gradle file. Here it is. This is your build.gradle. Now I'm going to start hello world sort of it. So how do I do that? So let me copy paste some of the code from my slides. I don't want to type line by line a lot of things. So so this is the, now you'll say, what is this? So
Did you have a Gradle folder in the directory?
this, whenever you run the any commands, I run initially the Gradle command. So this will be created. Right now, ignore it. Okay. I have
Okay,
not
so
run any build. Gradle, remember the build successful, something like that. It was there. So it tried to run the environment with empty configuration. So that's okay. Okay, so build.gradle. Now I have this code. So what is this? So basically, in Gradle, say this, I'm talking about this file. Okay, in Gradle, the build I'll put it in the context so you'll probably remember better way. So in and, okay, I'll write it Maven. What is this? Gradle, right? And MS build. So in the code, when you write a code, then here we write a target. So now you'll say, Rajesh, what is target in and? So target is nothing but a collections of code, collections of things to do, tasks to do. Like in Python, if you remember that I used to teach you function, right? Function. So like that, target we have it. In pom.xml, what we have a plugins goal. Okay, so when you call the goal, then things will happen. So same way when you call a target, okay, things will happen. For example, I'll show you this. Just give me a second. And here what we call it. So here we call it a task. So and I have not taught you. Okay, but now if you want to learn, you can see on the LMS that video is will be available. But Maven goal, you know that. In Gradle, what you call it a task. In MS build, what we call it? MS build also we call it target, by the way. Okay. So I'll just show you the little bit of code, this one and this one. So probably you'll have a better familiar with the build tool system. Okay. So Apache and example build.x. And this is just example. Okay. And see, this is a complete project. Now, if you look at it very carefully, there's a target in it. Target compile, target dist, target clean. So something similar you are doing in the Maven also, Maven, but you are not, this code you are writing because it's a process declarative. So you have to write this code. But in Maven you are not writing, someone else has written for you. Correct? Now? Are you able to understand this? So when you want to run this, let's say you want to run initialization, right? So you'll call and init, or you want to call compile and compile. So in this also have a Maven compile, Maven package, Maven test, all these things. Remember that all these pages and codes. Hello.
Yep.
Yeah. So in Gradle we have a task. So now we have a task. As I said, you have to write your code because you are learning declarative. So this is a task. Name of the task. And each task you will have a two method: do first, do last. Okay. So right now I'll not talk about it. Do last and do first. First I'll run the hello world, and then I will talk. So now here you have a do last, and here print line. Print line means just like echoing some message, and that message is hello Gradle. Now ending, and so on. Are you comfortable, all of you?
Yep.
Okay, so now can I do this Gradle? Now I don't remember the task. You may have hundreds of tasks here. How do you list out? So Gradle tasks. If you print like this, it will tell you all the tasks which is available for your build.gradle or given by what? Gradle. Now there is an error actually. So see here. So please read this and fix that. So I know that error is copy paste come from the copy paste. This is the problem, and fix it and run this. And now you see that these all help tasks are given by Gradle. These are also setup tasks given by Gradle. Where is my hello task? So I'm not able to see that hello task. So what to do? So there is one more option is given all. So if you want to put it up, then I will do my first. And now if you see that here other task hello has come, correct now. So if you want to see the list of tasks you can see that, but I want to run hello, and this is how you run. So guys, idea was how to store the code, how to write a task hello world task, and how to run it. Are you comfortable? See that hello Gradle, it has print. Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's little bit write more. Okay, so so now if you want to write different way the task, you can write it. So for example, there's a one more way, another way, another way, another way. So these are the ways which you have. Again, depends on the version of Gradle which you are trying. Some of the options may get deprecated also. Okay, so please remember that all this stuff. So these are the ways you can declare the task also. So here I declare project.task, task 1, hello, task 2, task 3. This is duplicated. This is the and task 4. Okay, so now can I try which is deprecated? I'll get to know also. Oh, sorry. Yes. It was recording, right? The session?
Yes.
Not sure what is. Okay, anyways. So these are the list of tasks and stuff like that. So guys, yep. Now what next? So now how do you write descriptions? Okay, how do you write descriptions? So there's a one way to write a description is this one. So if you want to write a descriptions, hello dot descriptions, and here this is the way also you can write a description. So description, this one will be shown, okay, on the displays where see this is all empty, right? But this is a description. This is the description. So here if you want to show the description for the hello descriptions, so like that you can run it. So let me run show. And you see that very carefully. There is a one, my bad, oh, sorry. So now you see that here there is a hello task and you see description. Other task is not having any description, but you have here. So this is the way you can put the descriptions also. What next? So
So,
now,
one quick question. So, if you use in the first case, you were saying what to do first and what to do last. When you're when you're
yeah, go
in the
ahead, go
other
ahead.
ways, yeah, in the other ways, I mean, like you also showed other ways of declaring tasks, right? I mean, like where do you say what to do first and what to do last in those cases?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the way to declare the task. Again, you have to start the curly braces, no, to define the this one. Okay, I'll show that. Yeah. So see, this is the one. This is another way. Correct. Now here, this is the description. Now there is a two method. In fact, I think two more has come, but this is a two important one. Okay, not everything is good. You'll get lost. So here, do first, do last. What is the do first, do last? So understand that this is a task, and inside the task, only the things which will do the changes in the system will be written in the action. This is called action. So there's a two action right now: do first and do last. Now there is a three phases also, life cycle also, but I'm not covering it because right, you don't need that actually for time being. So do first and do last. Now do first is very simple. Even though if you write anything in the do first, for example, printing this one, okay, one more line you want to print it, okay. Now, and if you write anything in the do last also, okay, any code, I'll show you that code, copy code, tarball, compile code and all. So this will run first, this will run last. So let's say if I write do last first, okay, which I have it here, and then do first later. So here, this is the do first one, do first two. Now this bracket copy paste I have to be careful. And yeah, so here you have do last, do first, and here I'm writing first, but here this do first I'm writing last. Now what is the name of this task? Hello, I'll make it because I feel a little easy typing hello. So that's all. So now these are the actions, these are the actions, this is the method, and instead of println it can be many other, which I'll show you. So are you able to understand this? Do last and do first. Let me show you. Run, hello, enter. See that? And you see that here, do first has, do last has print, run last. So now you understand what is the do last, do first also. These are the action, no matter what way you write. Do first will run first, and then do last will run last. Are you comfortable, all of you? Hello.
Rajesh, quick question. What is the purpose of, I mean, task and everything?
What happens? Purpose of task. That's what I said. Purpose of task is to create a block of code which you want to run it. Okay. Here, task is equal to goal, you can say, or target, you can say, something like that. So this is in Gradle we call it task. Target is little confusing, goal is little confusing, but task, you know that. Okay, I want to do one task on.
But so,
I
but
want to do one.
what will be the task in the real time? I mean, if you
Okay.
example.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Okay.
So,
Because
so the task will
usually,
be I'll put it in this way. Task will be copy. Task will be compile. This is a task.
okay.
Okay. So now you want to copy. So here all of your methods will be there for copy. Compile, all of your methods will be there for compile. Jar, all these things. So this is called task. You are generating your custom task. I will show you that how that procedures also work later, but right now you write your own logic. So you will divide your code into copy, compile, download, upload, jar, unjar, sign it, non-sign it. All these things, whatever you do in the build, right? You will have to write a task for it. And now this copy task, you can make it a depends on other tasks also, like that. So now see here.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.